not only are our high school students in West Bloomfield doing amazing things in the classroom and outside, so are students all across Oakland County, and the county wants to help them achieve some of their goals as they're being creative and intuitive and using ingenuity to create new things and new inventions that they want to pursue. It's all through the Acorn2Oak program, who has another application window open right now. Joining us on the program to talk about that is the Executive Director of Leadership Oakland, Susan Hollady. Susan, thanks for being with us.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good, good. A beautiful Monday morning, right?
Yeah, always a beautiful day when we're talking about our kids and their accomplishments and their creativity, Susan. We've talked about the Acorn2Oak program before. Now it's gone through its first big period of applications. It's actually handed out its first set of those grants and now going through the second application period. So for those that maybe didn't hear about it the first time around, tell us about Acorn2Oak.
Absolutely. So Acorn2Oak grant program was initiated by Oakland County, and we launched on February 1st. So it's a grant program for Oakland County youth ages 8 to 18. So anyone living in Oakland County within that age range can apply to a grant up to $1,000 to pursue a venture or a passion that they have. It's just a program where we award grants into 4 key areas. We look at business and entrepreneurial development, so starting a young small business, community impact, projects that want to affect their communities that they live in, educational achievements, and extracurricular investments. So those are the 4 key areas. It's a year-long program with our next review period coming up. June 15th is a deadline.
Yeah, so at the end of this week is the next deadline to get these applications in. But what's great about this program is you don't have to have the finished product ready in order to apply for these grants and get that up to, as you said, up to $1,000 that can really help to take a project from its inception to being created, or from creativity to moving on to something even better with that. So from this first range of applications, what were some of the ways that this grant funding has affected the projects that were already awarded?
Yeah, we had some businesses that were just starting. We have a person who wants to start a gluten-free bakery. So she started experimenting with some products and now wants to take that to the next level. One of the really key ones we saw was an individual who wants to work with animals, actually building pet shelters for animals. And one of the nice things about the program is not only are we awarding grants, but we're making connections. And for this individual, she wants to be a vet tech. And we are actually putting her in touch with the Oakland County Animal Shelter, where she's going to be able to go over and actually shadow a vet tech for a day. So that's a couple of the entrepreneurial ideas. We have an individual who qualified to go to Sweden and play soccer. So this is a great way for them to take that passion, that extracurricular activity, actually to the next step. We also have a little individual who she plays the oboe, and her goal is to be part of the DSO one day. So we're making that connection with her to get in touch and go experience what the DSO is all about. So it's more than a grant program. It's actually mentorship as well.
And that's what's really interesting about this, Susan, is that it's not just a grant program for finished products or for set in stone ideas. And it's not what so many of these grant programs we see going around for kids that are kind of cookie cutter about science, technology, engineering, and math, occasionally for the arts. This isn't so heavily limited. It's really about inspiration. Now, tell us a little bit about what has gone behind that sort of factor in the Acorn2Oak program.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity to contact the families and the youth in this first round. We awarded 31 grants just here in May, and to hear the passion in their voice. And I was not thinking about this at 9 years old. We have 4 9-year-olds that just has this idea, and now we're giving them the confidence to actually go live that dream and start that dream. So you can hear the enthusiasm in the the passion in their voices and the brilliant ideas that some of these youth have is very inspirational, and hopefully inspirational to those listening today and learning about the program. It's never too late to apply. This is going to go on all year long.
And it's available for a wide range of ages. As you said, the youngest recipient so far, 4 of them, 9 years old in this first round. What's that age range, and what are you looking for in these applications?
Yes. So again, you have to be living in Oakland County. The age range is ages 8 to 18. And what we're really looking for is, again, you don't have to have the concept fully, fleshed out, but show us your passion. Maybe you've started some things, send us some pictures. We have an amazing steering committee that reviews these applications, and we want to see their passion come through in their application. So really highlighting why do they want to do this, and how is that going to help them in their growth as they continue on in their education and their career paths.
You can learn more about the Acorn2Oak program, including what's required for applications that are due this week, June 15th. Acorn, the number 2, oakgrant.com. That's Acorn2OakGrant.com, or Facebook. Follow them as well, facebook.com/Acorn, the number 2, Oak Grant, for even more information. Susan Hollady is the Executive Director of Leadership Oakland and is joining us today to talk about this program. As applications for the second window are near being due, and after they are all filed in on June 15th and you start collecting them, your team starts reviewing them, how are those applications evaluated, and ultimately how is the money that is granted to these individuals, to these kids, ultimately decided?
Yeah, we have a very diverse committee that looks at these, and we really look at every aspect of the application to really determine, are they ready for this grant, and how are they going to use the money that we're actually awarding them. The other thing that we set up is we are going to follow up with these youth at 3 months, at 6 months, see if they need additional support, find out how they're doing with their project, and really promote their successes. So the committee spends a lot of time, really looking at this. The first round of grants, we touched 18 communities in Oakland County. So the program is widespread throughout the county, and we really just want to hear what these youth have on their minds.
More information again on Acorn, the number 2, oakgrant.com. Susan, before we let you go, you mentioned how you follow up with these individuals, and we've gone into so much detail about what goes into getting your application in and what the money can be used for. But ultimately, what is Leadership Oakland and Oakland County's overall goal? Why this project to help our kids?
Yeah, I think from a Leadership Oakland perspective, we're all about developing leaders. We have an adult program, we have a youth program, and now this is just an extension of that. And I think from the county's perspective, there are so many youth in the county, they are our future. And so if we can help promote and mentor and help them live the dreams that they want to live, it's going to make the county just a more viable and a great place to live and work. So we really want to encourage these youth to take their passion to the next step, and we want to be there to support them. We're all about developing leaders in the community.
You inspire that creativity, and you see some really creative projects that come out and some great things that happen, not only in greater West Bloomfield, but across Oakland County as well. Susan, thank you so much for this information.
Thank you so much, and get out there and apply.